years ago, news about people mixed with sheep appeared, has become the psychological shadow of many people. Today the movie Lamb is based on this news. Let's take a look at this strange story. This Icelandic couple leads an isolated life. They raise sheep, horses, cats, and a dog. No one bothers. However, their only regret, it's been married life for more than 10 years, but could not give birth to a child. One day, something strange happened. The horses are running in the snow. Not far away there is an unidentified creature causing the horses to suddenly turn their heads like they saw a monster. Later, unidentified creature arrives at sheep barn. All the sheep are afraid to hide, except for this pregnant sheep. Go to the middle and it lies down signifying the impending birth. Under the screams of a shepherd dog, a mother sheep gives birth to a lamb. Take a look at this couple, they are so surprised. Maria hugs the sheep back to her room. Take care of the lambs like their own. Feed the boy. Take care of him and let him watch TV. His wife named the boy Ada. The husband also created a cradle for Ada. Ada has become the center of their lives. Many days, Ada's mother sheep, also wandering outside the house as if looking for Ada. Seeing that, Maria chased her away many times, until today Ada suddenly disappeared. Even in the room, they don't even see Ada. Both of them ran to the river to find. Right now the scene is just fog. They were finally on a hillside in the distance, found Ada and his birth mother. Her husband hugged Ada and the sheep's mother followed closely. At night, both of them think about what happened during the day. There are still lingering fears. They have been married for many years but still have no children. Both of them think together. When they have no more ties to tie each other in this life, then Ada appeared with a sheep's head and a human body, although anyone who looks at it will think this is a strange thing. But this couple considers it a gift from God. However, after Ada came home, Maria has a dream every night. The eyes of the sheep in the dream shine. She woke up startled. Again the howling of the mother sheep outside the window. The mother sheep swore life and death to protect its motherhood. She will never allow this gift of God to be taken away by someone else. Maria went out with a gun, killed the mother sheep with one hit, then dragged her carcass out of the house, and buried in a place far away. Maria only thinks her son Ada is a human, and she sees this as the beginning of her dream. As time goes by, Ada is growing up even though he can't speak, but he can stand up straight, like a human child. Maria thinks such a family of three will be able to live without worrying about life. However, all she does was seen by the bastard brother-in-law hiding behind the house. Although Ingvar's brother-in-law fled here because of debt, but he's still a normal person anyway. He has seen his brother and sister-in-law treat a sheep as their own. Makes Peter just feel nauseous, even though he didn't say anything. But for a long time this unusual sight, though Peter couldn't help but ask his brother, but Ingvar always feels happy with such a life. Peter became stiff. All of this is too unusual. He pulled some grass to feed Ada. Ada ate it happily. He was even sure that this was a monster. Brother saw this scene. They argued and then carried Ada away. Night comes. Peter took advantage of both sleeping, lure Ada out. Before he left, he was carrying a gun. He took Ada up the mountain and pointed a gun at the boy. Peter didn't know that the boy was kind. Ada looked straight at him in the next second. Maria has found out that Ada is missing. She looked around and finally looked at the chair. Maria found out her brother-in-law slept with Ada. They saw this scene, thought brother-in-law finally accepted Ada. Ada is the head of a sheep. Does the boy have human consciousness? By years, it has emotions that don't belong to animals. He sometimes goes to the river, looking at the boy's reflection. He was shocked. Sometimes he looks at him in the mirror and is dumbfounded. Sometimes lying on his father's body. Look at the picture of sheep on the wall and think of what? Remembering that day Peter wanted to kill Ada and pointed his gun at Ada. Peter's gaze on Ada. Next second, he said Ada is a monster. Peter held Ada in his arms and slept soundly. The couple gave Ada to Peter without much thought. Let him take Ada out. They look so harmonious and happy right now. And tonight the whole family is watching TV together. Ada suddenly ran away. The sheepdog outside the house barks non-stop. Looks like he saw something terrible. Scared to run away, Ada also ran into the house. He saw the monster. Ad started standing in front of the mirror. Peter went to the kitchen to seduce his brother's wife while his brother was sleeping. This vague action, it's hard not to doubt what they've been up to before. Outright rejected by Maria, Peter threatened to tell Ada everything. The man who hid to the side that day, Peter saw the woman who killed Ada's birth mother. Take Ada as her own possession. Maria was poked at her pain, but she will never give up her current happy life. Maria agrees to incest with her brother-in-law. She pretended to lure her brother-in-law into the warehouse, then pushing the door with one hand locked Peter inside. Maria didn't just ignore the man's cry for help. She also used the piano sound to cover up the screaming man inside. And this is not a permanent solution. The woman can only think of ways to chase her brother-in-law away. She doesn't know thanks to this behavior, Maria saved them both from a disaster. The husband woke up to find that the dog was gone. He immediately took Ada to find the dog. He doesn't care if Ada can understand. When Ingvar talked to Ada about getting lost, how should the boy find his way home? However, the dog was killed at this time. Maria came home and saw her husband was not there. She went out to look. She heard gunfire not far away. Her husband was also killed along with her dog. That's Ada's real father, intelligent creature with human body and sheep face. Because this family killed his wife and took his child, he's here for revenge. After taking revenge, he took the lamb with him, going towards the mountains without looking back. This movie is full of strong religious atmosphere, incorporated into local folk myths. The sheep is a symbol of the devil in the West. It is also a representation of lust and the 7 deadly sins. The legendary sheep-headed demon. It's the head of a sheep. The film also borrows from this atypical family tradition. To discuss topics they want, they steal the child just for their own lust. Is such behavior a desire to be loved? Or is it their own greed?